We all love a good helping of Alfredo sauce, but not usually the calories that come along with it, which is why you will love today's recipe. Daynes is sharing her lighter version of a pasta sauce, a creamy cauliflower Alfredo. Okay, now I'm a huge white sauce girl. I mean, who isn't, right, at the end of the day?
I know.
So you're really gonna have to sell me on this idea of cauliflower replacing that creamy goodness.
Definitely. So the reason I even started this recipe at all is because I love Alfredo sauce. That's like my birthday dinner. You know, when they're like, Alex, what do you want? It's your special day. Let's celebrate. I'm like, fettuccine Alfredo.
You're like, I'll have some Alfredo with a side of noodles.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly. That's how much I love it. Dip the breadstick into it. But I wanted to make it something that I could eat on a regular basis. I mean, you can have the Alfredo sauce in moderation, and I definitely do, but I wanted something a little healthier, a little lighter that tastes delicious. And in a world that cauliflower can be anything, I thought, why not? Why can't it be Alfredo sauce?
Why not?
Why not?
Anything you put your mind to, they tell us, right?
Right.
So what's the transformation then at work? How does, because just eating plain cauliflower isn't going to do the trick.
So I doctor up the cauliflower, definitely. So what you want to do before you're blending it, before you're putting it with other flavors, you want to cook it and make it tender in chicken broth.
Okay.
And that extra step is going to make your cauliflower flavor. It's going to take on the chicken broth flavor and really give it a better flavor, a better texture. It's going to soften it so that it blends easier. And the secret to having a really good chicken stock is to use, well, you don't have to use this brand, but this Gold Label brand is my favorite.
Okay.
You can get it at Orson Giggy. It comes, you can have a beef stock, they have a chicken stock, and a vegetable stock.
And what do you like about it?
It just has the most bold flavor. It doesn't have a lot of sodium in it, and I just think it has a really good flavor that it brings to all the dishes that you use. You can definitely use chicken broth that's already made in those cans.
Sure.
But this is just my route. If I want to go for flavor, this is what I'm going to use.
You had me at the word bold. Bold flavor,
bold
right?
Flavor.
The cauliflower is going to need that. So it soaks up that juice and takes on that bold flavor.
Yes. So it's soaking on that juice, and so I've already boiled it and got it all tender and ready to go. I have also over here sauteed some onions and some garlic and some coconut oil, and I've got them all the way cooked down. So what we're doing here is we're drawing out the flavors and everything. We're flavoring the cauliflower, we're drawing out the flavors by caramelizing the onions and the garlic, and that's just gonna make this recipe really take on that Alfredo garlicky flavor.
So far, you're doing your job. You are selling me on
Am I selling you?
flavor, and more
Am I
flavor.
selling you?
What about the creaminess? How do we get there?
All right, so let's go ahead and get everything added to the blender.
Okay.
So we can move over here. So there goes our onions.
Yes.
And
Have
then
you
we're
put
gonna.
this through the kid test? Have you tried this on any little mouths?
I
little
have.
palates?
Yeah. So my little brother is 12. So I guess he's not gonna be the smallest, youngest kid.
12s, they have opinions.
But
at 12.
he's picky. He definitely is. And I actually didn't tell my family what it was the first time I brought it over. I just said, like, hey, I made this Alfredo sauce. You guys should try it. And no one said anything. No one even noticed that it was different. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just straining out that sauce. You want to reserve a half a cup of the broth.
Okay, we'll add that.
And we're going to add it
later.
back in later.
Okay. So cauliflower's in there, the onions, the garlic, the coconut oil, then what?
All right, if you want to help me, we can add the extra half a cup of chicken stock.
Okay. With bold flavor.
With bold flavor.
I like that marketing line.
This is Greek yogurt that we're just going to scoop on in there.
Greek yogurt.
So this is how we're going to get that creaminess without the extra calories from traditional cheese.
What do I have over here?
You have almond milk.
Ready for it?
Yep.
Almond milk, so no cream in sight.
No cream, no cheese.
Okay, okay.
Trust me on this one. And then this is just a teaspoon
You have
of salt.
my faith. You have my complete faith. My food faith is in your hands.
And then just a little bit of fresh basil.
Okay. Ooh, the basil's gonna give it a nice kick too,
Yes. Right? And then we just...
And the power's in the blend because it has to be, you can't sense any texture, right? It's gotta be that smooth consistency.
You gotta get it nice and smooth. Do we want to blend?
Give it a little hit. Yeah, give it a hit. Give it a hit. Are we on?
Yeah. And just see how it's all creaming together. I mean, it really gets really smooth. So that cauliflower is already cooked. So it's gonna get really smooth, really even. It's gonna go on the pasta so nicely.
Okay. All right, and you're putting it over what?
Now you can do it over one of two things. If you're already going the healthy route with the sauce. You're doing a low-calorie sauce. This has 40 calories in it, in a half a scoop.
40 calories.
Yeah, so you can have a heaping size.
May I do a little sample?
Yes, please. This is one of those recipes you have to try to believe the taste.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Right?
This is not just an on-camera comment.
This is the first time she has tried this.
I would totally down that whole plate of pasta in front of my face. That's delicious. Yes, okay.
It is delicious. So
I love the colorful noodles too. Where'd you get those?
I actually got those at TJ Maxx in their little cooking section in the back of the store. But you can serve this recipe, you can serve it over zoodles, which are spiralized zucchini noodles, and you can keep this recipe a full dish under 100 calories. Or you could also just serve it over a traditional noodle, a spiralized noodle, a fettuccine noodle, or even bow tie noodles.
So to your point, keep the healthy track going with the zoodles if you want to go that route. But the pasta you can feel okay about because we've saved
You've saved some extra calories, so you have earned you've earned the carby noodle.
Alex, thank you so much. You're sharing recipes like this all of the time on your website. Where can we connect with you?
You can find me at My Own Meal Plan on Instagram or myownmealplans.com.
myownmealplans.com, helping us eat healthy, right? And delicious at the same time, which is a hard task. She's up to it. You definitely want to bookmark her site. We will help you do that if you click over to our Studio 5 website as well. On the recipe page, you will find today's recipe for the cauliflower Alfredo. Trust me, you want this, and then look for Alex's link to her website where more great recipes will be right at your fingertips. Studio5.ksl.com is where you go for all of those connections.